Hey, Ari. How you doing tonight? How's your Friday night going? What kind of food are you thinking about? All right. All right. Let us hop back in. We gotta have an idea what you're thinking about. Are you craving something salty, something savory, something sweet?
hurt are you?
Just hungry for food. You don't even know what you want. Going to eat a candle soon. I don't know how your body would react to the wax.
Here goes nothing.
You're not hurt, are you?
I wouldn't eat a candle. Candle doesn't sound very good.
Here goes nothing.
You're not hurt, are you?
Alright, I have to get used to this new battle,
Now.
Sure.
This battle system is way different from the last game.
This will be over soon.
Things hit pretty hard.
Let's keep moving.
Nice. And I do know that there's actually a lot more to this battle system a little bit later into the game. Wait, no, I don't want to go this way. There was a chest I want to get.
Leave this to me. Not far now, Evan.
Well, let me know how that candle tastes. If you don't decide to, you know, go up and make some real food. I'm going to assume it's not going to taste very good.
This will be over soon. Not far now, Evan.
So it looks like items out in the field just keep respawning, as do enemies. Which is different from the last game. I'm gonna keep comparing this to the last game. So, just get ready for that.
Oh.
There you are, Your Majesty. Much as it pains me, I'm afraid I must ask you to relinquish your life.
Damn mice.
Mausinger?
It is terribly unfortunate, I concede, but your illustrious line ends here, today. There is nowhere to run. Come quietly, and you shall not suffer long.
I'll hold him off for as long as I can. Get out of here. Go. Now. But, Nella... Just go. You are the kingdom's last hope, Evan. You cannot die here. Ah! Nella!
Okay. No, in these kind of games, glowing is usually good.
No.
Oh, I'm sure she's not dead.
Hey. Watch your backs!
A fiery broadsword. Alright. Take a look. I still don't have any armor. Not when the enemy's glowing. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the, what they're calling in this game the Black Knight. I had mentioned earlier that, they could have thought of a better name. Anytime I, hear Black Knight, I automatically think of Monty Python.
Watch your backs!
It's been a while since I watched that movie. Ain't nothing. No, I didn't want to do that. Crap. Just wanted to heal.
Hey. What in the...
I have you now.
He sounds friendly.
Watch your backs!
It's been a while since I've watched it. I really need to find it somewhere and watch it again. It's been years. Probably was a lot easier than I thought, but I'm gonna guess it just got a little bit harder. Turned into a mouse
You ready for
centaur.
this?
Oh, he's like a mouse centaur.
Roland!
Ugh. No fair, I was sneezing. Oh, shit.
Look out!
Alright, so this thing was able to turn into a giant mouse centaur and has Godzilla breath. That's not fair.
Nella!
Damn it.
Aw, she's just a little toasty. She's
Nella.
alright.
Please wake
It's just a flesh wound.
Heaven. You'll be a wonderful king. But no one could ever replace your mother. But in our time together, I've come to think of you as... I know, Nella.
So this game started off really, really dark.
I
Like,
wanted to
insanely
see-
dark.
To see you grow into the ruler.
Alright, so I started the game earlier today.
I can't do it. Not without
And
you.
the character of Roland, the
I
bigger
just-
character,
I
not this
can't.
little wussy looking character, Evan. The
course you
bigger
can.
character, Roland,
You have a
actually
good
was
heart.
in the real world,
I can
which is
see
very similar to the first
you'll
game.
be the kindest
And
king,
apparently he was the president
the
of some
happiest
country in the
subject
real
there have
world.
ever been.
Well,
Aranella!
as he was driving
You
somewhere,
have to be strong, Evan.
I'm guessing into his city or whatever,
Build a kingdom.
a tactical nuke
Everyone
was launched and
can
blew
live
up his city.
ever after.
He barely survived and then somehow left the real world and entered this world.
Don't leave me!
So that's where he got a gun from. He somehow brought For whatever reason, the president had a gun, but he brought his gun from the real world.
I'll do it. I'll try. For you, Nala. We'll build a new kingdom where everyone can be happy.
I hear something. This way.
Huh?
Is it there?
Evan, we have to leave.
Nala!
Oh, I guess she's really dead this time. I was not expecting that.
What's the matter, Evan? You look sad.
But you see, in the first game, you were able to go back from this world and the real world whenever you wanted.
I lost someone special. Someone I thought would always be there. Oh, that is sad. But for every ending, there's a new beginning, you know? Really?
So there's no Mr. Drippy in this game, which I'm very upset about. He was one of the best
You lost
characters in
someone
the
special.
original, in the first
But
game.
you also met someone new,
But I do hope
you?
we at least get to meet some fairies. They were
And you'll be
definitely
making lots
a
more new friends very soon.
great group of characters in the
knows?
first game.
You may even meet someone who really will be there forever. Which isn't to say things will be easy. Life is never that simple.
I was a kid this young, that deep.
The beginnings and endings, the hellos and goodbyes. Every step on the journey comes with its own challenges and rewards.
Well, this game does not follow any events from the first game. It takes place in the same world, but none of the characters are the same, and none of the story events are the same, nothing. This is a completely standalone game. And basically, Roland somehow got into this world and appeared right before Evan, who was the king of his city, but was in the middle of a coup, and he was trying to be overthrown and killed. And that's basically where we are. That was the beginning of the game.
Listen to me talking like a wise old man. Sorry, these aren't my words. They're someone else's. Someone very special.
I love that they voice acted a lot of the narrative in this game, like the first one.
Who? I have to go now, but I'll come and visit you again soon, all right? Bye. Wait.
That's rude.
Hey.
Had a very strange dream. Not a nightmare, I hope. Alrighty. Where are you going? See, to clear my head, I need to feel the wind on my face. Come on, let's have a little talk.
Oh.
Alright. The first game got pretty dark. So this game was helped develop by Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli is the company that puts out and does all the Miyazaki animated films like Ponyo, Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Princess Roanoke, all those movies. all those Miyazaki films, they were done by Studio Ghibli, and they are the ones who did this game. So that is why the
Well,
art and the animation look amazing, and sort of geared towards kids. But I mean, the first game, the story was very dark, very sad. And this game seems to be heading in an even darker direction. As I said, the fucking first 30 seconds of the game, a city is hit by a tactical nuke. So, I mean, kind of comes off like Dragon's Lair in the sense the animation are fantastic. Plus, you can advance past getting. Yeah, this game is going to get very, very deep very quickly, I believe. I know that the battle system gets a lot deeper. I guess it's ahead of this world in some ways and behind the others. Nella used to tell me a story, you know, when I was little. It was about another world, one very closely connected to our own. I always imagined it was just a fairy tale, but I suppose there must have been some truth to it after all. So I got lost between those two worlds and wound up here. Does that mean there's no way home? What did you do there in your world? I was a king.
Collie!
What? Well, a president, it's kind of the same thing. Which means I have a little experience when it comes to running a country.
Oh.
Really? Then perhaps you might be kind enough to share some of it with me. Things may not be quite the same here as in your world, but still. Smoked weed every day. What exactly are you planning? A quiet life in the mountains might not be such a bad idea, you know.
Not exactly.
No, I've made up my mind.
I'm going to keep my promise to Nella. I'm going to build a kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after.
That's not cliche at all.
Good for you. I've made my mind up too. I'm staying here, in this world.
That's selfish.
With you, Evan.
That's really selfish.
You are?
You were president of a country, and part of that country just got hit by a fucking
young
nuke.
Evan, though heavy of heart, resolved to honor the dying wish of his dearest friend by becoming a king once more. And Roland, sensing something special in his youthful companion, decided to join him on his journey.
Selfish bastard. Yeah, my country's at war and in turmoil. You know, it's only got blasted by a fucking nuke, but I'm just gonna stay in this weird place. I've only been an hour, and I've already tried to get been killed multiple times by crazy mouse people.
Chapter 2.
Sounds like a good time.
The Kingdom to Come.
If I'm to become king again, I'll need to convince a kingmaker to help us. A kingmaker. Yes, a monarch must have the power to serve his people. A kingmaker is a magical creature blessed with great power. By bending one to his will, a king proves that he is worthy to lead his nation.
Huh.
So it's a mark of authority.
Yes.
Yeah, but not just that. It's also a guardian. In times of need, it can come to the nation's aid. A single kingmaker has the strength of an entire army. So that's so. Guessing they're pretty big. Oh yes, some are the size of a castle.
Well now.
That's a Svengali, not a kingmaker. Wish it was a Svengoolie. You don't say. And you need to tame one of these things. Wait a minute. You were a king until just recently, right? Shouldn't you have one of these kingmakers already?
Not exactly.
Well, my father only died a month ago, you see. We hadn't quite got around to that part yet. So I was never a true king. True king, not really. Oh Christ, not that guy. What's wrong with that guy? Svengoolie is actually well, the current Svengoolie. There was an original one, but the current one is actually really, really funny. And insightful. He did an episode of Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal Podcast, and it was actually a really good episode. I was really surprised. If the ceremony had gone ahead as planned, I would have my kingmaker by now, but of course it didn't. I wonder what's happening with your kingmaker now that you're out of the picture. Exposition! Go! He is cheesy. He's cheesy as fuck, dude.
Oakenheart, Kingmaker of Ding Dong Dell, has recognized me as the rightful ruler of this realm. I stand before you, your new king!
Mad Mouse. I see. So in all likelihood, Mousinger has taken control of your kingmaker already. I guess it really doesn't take a whole lot to be a king. Just be a fucking scummy mouse bastard. Yes, which means I have to find a new one. A new kingmaker for our new kingdom. And where do we find one exactly? There can't be too many of these things. Think we might have a chance of meeting one if we visit the King's Cradle beyond Cloud Coil Canyon.
Huh?
The King's Cradle. It's a holy place where a kingmaker is enshrined. Every kingdom has one. So if a kingmaker happened to be at loose ends, we could visit them at their king's cradle and try to convince them to sign up with us. Exactly. And if the stories are true, there is a kingmaker in the place I mentioned which has yet to be claimed. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. One moment. So he puts on a cape and now he can fight. Well, alright, but take it easy to begin with, okay? I'd like to see this blended with Dark Souls. That would be great. It would be a riot. Well, party menu give you access from the main menu. You can use the party menu so it will take part in the battle. And who you control first in combat. This will be whoever is at the top of the list. I'll stick.
Oh!
Huh?
Tripdoor. What? Tripdoor, where energy of the land is especially strong, mostly near landmarks. If you touch it, it will sort of remember you. That means you can return to it whenever you like. Oh, they're waypoints.
Huh.
Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. It's a waypoint. Cool. Yeah, but it's gotta be like, you know, magical sounding. That's what this game is, you know, is all about. But blended with Dark Souls. Well, Dark Souls' fucking difficulty would never fit in a game like this. Aw, look how cute the sprites are in the overworld. This is much different looking than the first game. This is great. That's adorable. Alright, so that works the same. If they see you, they run at you. Okay.
You ready for this?
Come on. I'm not gonna run away from enemies right now. Do a little bit of grinding. Check out what that gear was in a second. Alright, well, that's not grammatically correct. You obtained an choppy old cloak. Slightly strengthens melee attacks. Alright, I'll take that. Oh, he's got some skills. Alright, oh, it's a weapon. Oh, it's a ranged weapon. Oh, okay. So it's probably... Oh yeah, much better. I mean the animation art of this... an extremely dark and doom-laden environments of Dark Souls, like the kid in the cape running around with Hey, Mike! How you doing, man? A giant sword he has no business holding, killing demons and shit. Alright, I guess that could be pretty interesting. Blend the cute with the evil and insane, so to say. I could dig something like that.
Careful, everyone!
Oh, you're at Horror Hound. That's right. Our buddies over at Fright Rags are there as well. How is it so far? Hopefully a lot less miserable than Monster Mania was. But a concept like that could be a lot of fun.
Come on!
I would love to see something like that done eventually, but it would take a very long time in animation of this style. Fun first night, much smoother than Monster Mania. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Oh, well, that is very good to hear. I'm gonna turn down the game volume a little bit. Can I do it here? Yeah. Alright, that should be better. Well, I'm glad it's a much better
Careful, everyone!
First night at least. I mean, Friday wasn't the worst at Monster Mania, but it definitely was way crowded. The Halloween 3 guests I got for their first show have agreed to let me tell you who they are. Oh, the 3 Halloween. Like, Halloween 3. Really? That's that's awesome. Like, so I mean, I don't count anything as official. Not that I'm doubting you or anything, but I don't count anything as official until you know, we get word from Dave. Better than killing rats, just an idea. Gotta get back to my Fallout 4 meets Friday the 13th Part 2 bill. Okay. Hunter Von Leer, alright.
Oh, what did I ever do to you, I ask? Oh my goody goodness! Oh! You rotten devil of a thing, you!
Deputy Hunt.
Evan.
Oh, also
Come
known
on.
as Deputy. Yeah. Some monsters can fly, make them tricky foes to deal with. Yeah, I know about jump slashing. That's pretty. I don't think I've ever seen those two at a convention before.
Back. Gosh! What in the... Oi, you two! You can see my little lovelies, can't you? Why not have them lend you a hand?
Alright, so this is the other new battle mechanic introduced in this game. And Mitch Ryan. That's pretty awesome. I wonder when Dave's going to announce them. Have the contracts been signed and everything? During battle, Higgledees? Not sure how to say that. Will automatically back you up by attacking, defending, healing, or performing various other actions based on their type. Sometimes they'll give you the go-ahead to issue special orders that will see them perform incredible superpowered skills. Just run up and press A to activate them. Certain other Higgledees will allow you to absorb them by holding down the button for your character's spells and abilities, thereby changing and improving their effects. You can check how many Higgledees of which element will be necessary to enhance a skill in this way in the equipment and skill menus. Experiment to find some killer combos. Where are they? No. Come here, guys.
Don't let me down!
Oh, shit! That's great. That's a very unique mechanic to add into this game. Waiting for Dave to sign off on it. He is still mad because of comments made by my client and I from the last show. Dude, well, you know what? I don't even know where to begin with that one. Any comments you and your clients have made from that last show are 100% warranted, and him being mad, you know, he needs to fucking get over it if he wants to try to recoup and save his convention. I talked to a lot of people like me who have been going for 10 years, and people who went to their first show, a lot saying that they will not be back. Myself included. I have no plans on going to August right now. Not unless Dave really puts out a comment or a podcast explaining what really happened, giving us his sincere apologies, and explaining what he's going to do to make it right. I.e., making changes and implementing new rules into the convention. I need to see that before my ass ever goes back there.
Oh my.
No, there's no possible way it could have been worse. I mean, you weren't down on the convention floor, so you really didn't see how insane it was. But I mean, you were up there in the room, so you heard us all bitching. Look at you, Mike, wielding all the power from behind the scenes. Oh me, oh my, that was a close one, and no mistake. I don't know what I would have done if you two lovely boys hadn't come wandering by. Well, at least we're getting somebody in this game with a Welsh accent, since there's no Drippy. I'm Martha, by the way, Auntie Martha. To those I take a shine to. And I'm pleased to say I've taken a shine to you. Come on, then, we're going to my house. I must give you a little something to say thank you. Yeah, I need to know that he's going to be implementing changes and new rules and
Righto.
whatever. Such as cut-offs and ticket limits. Here we are. It's not much, but it's home. In you come.
Now, get the plate. Pass it gently. Yes. Good. Gentle. Dear, pass another one now. Yes. That's right.
These things have the creepiest eyes, but they're cute little buggers.
Thanks ever so much.
You two really did save my bacon back there. I never expected to see a wyvern so close to home. Honestly, a girl can't even go out picking herbs in peace these days. Dave messaged me on the Monday after saying comments such as that is not helpful but hurtful. You know, that's him being a hypocrite at this point because, well, aside from him deleting close to 2,000 comments, that initial comment he made on Sunday night on Facebook saying he was welcome to all comments and criticisms. So that's him being a hypocrite. So these little creatures of yours, are they monsters?
Oi!
Oh, you cheeky so-and-so. No, they are not. They're more phenomenon than anything, I suppose. Or phenomena? I'm not really familiar with that word. That's right, dear. There's the wind, isn't there? And fire and rain and such like. They're all natural. Oh, phenomenon. But it's not phenomenon. It's. And when they decided to grow heads and legs and start running around being adorable, they became higgledies. Handsome woman, like a cross between Ms. Garrett and someone from Handmaid's Tale. Sure. I asked about that. He said the post was deleted accidentally. So what was to happen was the post as what was to happen was the post was to have commenting turned off. Okay, so randomly the post just gets deleted by accident. I don't buy that for 1 second either, man. I'm with you on that. So where were you off to when you got waylaid helping out old Martha anyway? We don't often get visitors around these parts. We're on our way to the King's Cradle beyond Cloud Coil Canyon.
Oh.
No, really? Just the two of you going into that den of despicable sky pirates?
Huh?
Sky pirates. Alright, Tom. I'll talk to you later, man. Thanks for swinging by. We have to.
Well, now.
Have to, dear. Absolutely, positively have to. Absolutely, positively, yes. Well, in that case, you better take some of my little lovelies with you. These things got some funky faces, man. You really don't mind?
Certainly.
It's the least I can do. You show me that you'll treat them kindly, and best of all, that you'll put them to good use.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Martha. I'll feel a lot better with these little guys backing us up. Wonderful. If you ever have any questions about them, you just come and ask me, you hear? Runcible the Righteous has decided to join you on your adventure. Okay. I'll, yeah, there's a lot of these things. It is definitely going to be an interesting game mechanic to learn. Did you see John Carpenter on his anthology tour? No, we missed it. We missed it. Me and my buddy Ray wanted to, but excuse me. The timing just did not work out for us, sadly. Let's go collect some of these chests. Hey, Mag! What I missed? Is this the same world? It looks like it. Alright, so I'll give you a quick recap. Character of Roland was from the real world. Within the first 30 seconds of the game starting, he was the president of some country in his world. Within the first 30 seconds, his city he was in got nuked. Not even kidding. Fucking tactical nuke blew up his city. He barely survived, and then all of a sudden he disappeared and ended up in this world, which is the same world as the first game, but I think it's way, way into the future. Maybe a few hundred years, if I'm not mistaken. He appeared before this kid, Evan, who was the king of Ding Dong Dell. Ding Dong Dell, a city from the first game. And a coup was starting within his kingdom to where he was being overthrown by, I'm guessing, one of the game's villains named Mousinger. So we ended up escaping, and now we are looking for this mythical creature called a Kingmaker to help make Evan a king again. And that's where we are at this point. We just left Ding Dong Dell, and you really haven't missed much. I asked John if he is going to release a live Blu-ray on the tour. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome for all the people who couldn't see it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Alright, I got some level 8 over there. Said he has no plans to. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Loaf of freshly baked bread. Yummy. I don't want to get too close to that dragon. That does not look friendly.
Careful, everyone.
Let's try out these. Where'd my Higgledies go? Oh, there they are. Oh, those little things are great. They don't offer a whole lot of support, but it's still pretty fun. I recorded the whole show from the Cali show, put it on Blu-ray with special features. Man, you sure keep yourself busy. You know, I don't even think Level 50 Windworm. Yeah, alright. We're just going to avoid him. Detox Simple Slippers. Sure. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I wish we could have saw it. I want that chest, but I am not gonna risk that. Girlfriend pregnant with twins. Wow, man, congratulations. That's awesome. You must be excited about that. My wife is looking to get pregnant soon.
I'll do my best.
I'm excited about the thought of it. It's still a little nerve-wracking. I like the way things are now, but I think having a kid would be pretty fun. You know, just nervous about it. Thankfully, I don't really go out a whole lot, so it's not like my life will change.
Make yourselves useful.
Thanks, man. You'll be fine when it happens unless you birth 8 at once. Yeah, if that happens, I'm running away. Love the music, man. Music is so fucking good. Alright. Let us take on this level 10 right here. That's why I saved.
I'll do my best.
That wasn't too hard. When the Octomom had the 8 kids, did her below become the Octomom? I'm sure that wasn't a natural birth. I am sure that was a C-section.
Come on!
Here goes nothing.
A lot of items drop in this game. lot of items. This is where I started from. Okay. I was talking to someone about Gary Busey today. That's funny. He is one strange fucking dude.
Say.
Are your ears real? Yes, they're real. I'm half Grimalkin. Interesting. You don't get many cat-eared kings where I'm from. Yes, because in the first game, the king of Ding Dong Dell was a giant fat cat. Wonder if I can get over there. For that chest. Is there a bridge somewhere? Without Gary Busey, life is not worth living. That might be true. That might be true. Gary Busey has given us quite a lot of entertainment and content in all of our lives.
Careful, everyone!
Funny, you really don't need the Higgles for most normal battles. Alright, so I can't get over there. Must be a way to come out. Let's just look around the terrain a little bit more before I progress the story. I don't want kids right now. Don't want to date, quite frankly. It's a miracle I got energy to stream these days. Yeah, I know she is, man. I know she is. Ow.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, it's... Being married is... weird. And all be gone. So that's probably like a cure-all. Like a remedy or something. Another one?
I'll do my best!
Make yourselves useful.
I mean, my relationship is very awkward at the moment with my wife's working situation. Aw. I ran all the way over here for a fucking locked chest. You kidding me? Alright. Let's go ahead and progress the story. Got a little bit of grinding.
I'll do my best.
Ni No Kuni is a beautiful series. If it was just a bit harder, I probably would play it as much as I played Trigger. I was still pissed about the Steam port. At least I pirated that copy first. I find the difficulty of the first game perfect. So we have to make it through this valley to reach the King's Cradle, huh? Yes, and that's not the only challenge we face. The King's Cradle is at the other end of Cloudcoil Canyon, on an island near the Heartlands.
Uh-huh.
So we'll need to find a boat, too. I'm afraid so. But we must worry about that later. First, we need to make it through the valley. I loved the difficulty of the first game. It wasn't too hard,
Hey.
but it definitely wasn't too easy. Back already? What happened to Far Cry 4? Oh, so there's sweets in this game too. Okay. Interesting.
Hello there.
Hello. Well, now, you don't look like sky pirates, thank goodness. Would you be interested in making a little purchase, perhaps? I have some lovely fresh herbs in stock.
Well now.
What's a merchant doing way out here? Well, it's quite a story, actually. You see, I was based in Ding Dong Dell. There was a little political trouble over that way, and now the mice are in control. Goddamn mice! Didn't much like the look of how things were going, so I made good my escape while I still could.
Oh.
You're from Ding Dong Dell, you say? Oh, you're King Evan. You're alive. Everybody on Leaf Book was saying you'd been killed. Leaf Book? So I just assumed the rumors must be true. Oh, well, no, actually, I survived, just. What's Leaf Book? Some other kind of magic you guys have or something? I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea. Just for a few minutes, man, that's for later on. Something over the 13. Okay. You've never heard of Leaf Book? Why, it's the greatest place to find the latest news and gossip from all over the world. And the device for accessing it is the hottest new product from the technological wizards over at Broadleaf Inc. Sorry, you just listened to me launching into my sales patter. You have to forgive me. Old habits die hard. So there's some kind of device we can use to get the latest information from all over the world. Sounds pretty useful. Do you have any of these things for sale? How much are you asking? Oh, they're a snip at 10,000 guilders. Although I suppose you have just been through a rather tough time, Your Majesty. A nice discount would probably be just the thing to cheer you up. Let's see now. Yes, I think I can let you have one for absolutely nothing. It's going to come in awfully handy, and well, it's the least I can do under the circumstances. Really, you're sure? I've never been more sure of anything in my life. Glad to be of service. Yeah, I guess. I guess it's a Facebook reference.
Thank you.
I'll take extra special care of it, I promise.
Farewell.
I'm sure you will. If you ever want to repay the favor with a purchase or two, I certainly shan't say no. Some of the grammar in this game seems a little weird. Man, I avoided Facebook my entire existence, and now I gotta deal with a weird version of it in this game. God damn it. I've got the base guy down, sack on his head, flannel shirt, not exact, but good enough. Yeah, I think I saw you guys talking about it one day in chat. Why are all these weapons 1 guilder? It's weird that these weapons are so cheap. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna buy some. This seems to be a little bit better for him. And let me get a couple of these.
Let's see if we have what you're looking for.
Oh, wait.
Let's see if we have what you're looking for.
I'll throw a photo in the chat. You be the judge. That's officially suspicious. They were much better than what I had. You can only buy one of them, though. Okay.
Let's see if we have what you're looking
I
for.
think I'm good there.
Please come again.
And slightly improves magical defense, slightly boost wind resistance. I don't have anything else, so I got a new skill. I didn't even notice. Is it wrong of me to think that this will come back in some way to bite you in the ass later? When it becomes such a cynic? No, I think it's fine. Go ahead and save. Nothing wrong with being a cynic. It's when if you become a jerk, it becomes a problem. No, I think it's alright.
I'll do my best. Careful, everyone.
Eat this.
It's a nice little AoE attack.
Oh my!
Roll and look. What is that? It's a prop-leafed clover. They only grow here in the canyon. The leaves spin, you see, and they give off ever such a soft little breeze. Hardly a time for a botany lesson, but I've only ever seen them in books before. Sorry, of course, we must get moving. Tougher foes over here. Shouldn't be too bad though.
Careful, everyone.
Oh shit! All right, that guy. we are running.
Let's get out of here.
We are running. That guy, level 22. I don't think I'll ever become a jerk. Just tired and cranky, but not a jerk. Nice to see an adult main character. Dude, I was thinking the same thing.
Watch your back.
Come on, can one of these... Thank you, I need that right there. Right there, thank you. I know, it's so nice to have an adult lead.
Wow.
Golly.
Definitely is nice.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, that guy was a lot easier. Hey, welcome back, Garrett. Hey, I had no choice but to run. That thing was going to absolutely wreck me. A baby buckler. Has Friday the 13th updated? I
Careful, everyone!
don't think they released an update. I mean, I know they've been releasing what the updates are going to be. There must be something with these things. I don't know what, though. But I don't think they released an update today. We probably won't see an update until April 13th.
I'll do my best!
Don't let me down.
As cool as this is to see, this just makes me want to switch more. I'm so intrigued because of the lead. Oh, you're on spring break. Yeah, no, I don't think they released an update. I mean, I haven't checked my Twitter in a while, but... Obtained a dangerous blunder blaster. Alright, later, Tom. You know, it's weird that this game is not getting a Nintendo release. Especially when you consider that the Wrath of the White Witch, its first release, came on DS. And then it was ported to PS3. No way up. But we need to get up there. He wants us to follow him. I guess we better. And he looks pretty serious, too. There's so many items.
Huh.
Will I upload every day? Probably not, Garrett. I don't upload or stream every day. I do work a full-time job, and I'm managing the rebuilding of my house right now. And I got a lot of stuff that I have to take care of alone because my wife is across the country for work. So uploading and streaming every day is really not an option. But I do try to stream as much as possible, and now especially with this game being released, this is gonna be tens and tens of hours of gameplay. So I'll be streaming this quite a lot.
Hello?
Were you stuck in that hole, little friend?
Oh.
For me, really? You obtained a moldy old twig. Yeah, thank you. What did he give you? A stick. Lucky you. Looks like there's something else he wants to show us. So I'm going to assume this is like a wind higgle.
Oh.
Gosh, that was goodness. The Wind Whipper spell. Something just happened? Yes, I know this feeling. I think he just gave me a new spell. Use your magic on that plant there. Let's give it a try. Two basic parameters: feistiness, attack power, and hardiness defense. The feistier, the more damage they'll deal. Hardier, the less they'll take. As they level up, but this doesn't happen by winning battles. You'll need to build a certain special facility in your kingdom instead. Higgles also has specific personalities that you need to be taken into account. If you have a shy Higgle in your party, you might need an aggressive one to help balance them out. Another thing to bear in mind your Higgle skills from the ones they perform automatically to the ones you can trigger yourself, a certain awakening specific abilities. These will be triggered when a party member enters a special state known as Awakening, which you'll learn more about later on. You can take a detailed look through all your Higgly special skills and abilities by cycling through the pages. When picking Higgles, you'll also need to bear in mind the cost of adding them to your party. Each Higgle costs a set number of points to add, and you can't exceed 10. Okay. Oh, so I didn't need to change.
Gosh.
Huh.
So that little guy can control the wind, huh? Like, looks like we might be able to use this thing now. Was part 4 Jason cool to you? It was my favorite. It's my, let's go back to the way I had it. What is that? Little knife and fork. I wonder. Part 4 is my favorite version of Jason. Part 4 is my favorite movie in the franchise. I love part 4.
Come on!
Don't run from me. Don't you run from me. Did this come with free DLC like Ni No Kuni? I remember you got a free dragon creature in that game if you wanted. I don't think my version did. I'll have to look. But I do believe I bought a version of the game with a season pass for future DLC.
Watch your backs. Eat this.
But I'll have to look. Maybe the version I bought did come with some DLC. I know, because I think I paid $60... No. I think I paid $80 for the version I have.
Careful, everyone!
Alright, so this game drops a ton of fucking materials. It's going to be nice to know what I can do with them at some point.
Come on!
Eat this.
60 is average. I'm pretty sure I paid 80 though.
Oh! Come on!
Damn. Ow. Thought I could get my block off in time. So many items. Why do so many items drop every battle?
Careful, everyone!
I gotta remember to take advantage of the zing meters on all of my weapons when I need them. He was a punk. A voice can be heard coming from the Higgledy Stone. Well met, traveler, show me what you've got. Give me what I like, and I will like you quite a lot. I know. It's talking about them nuts, ain't it? The crunchy, munchy ones. Well done, traveler. This is what I mean. That's the greatest offering that I have ever seen. Alrighty then. No, not loot like this. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
but they're all materials. So, I'm sure at some point I'm going to learn some type of crafting method.
Huh?
Do you hear that?
This doesn't look good.
What are they? Ah!
You're brave indeed to come a wander into the parts uninvited. That or you never heard of the cloud snake. Sorry, we're not from around here.
Excuse me!
We have important business beyond the valley. You simply must let us pass. Oh, must we indeed? I'll tell you what we simply must do, boy. String up all them as comes a spying on our secret base. I, me honored colleague, has the right of it. Contravene Rule 7, Section D of the Piratical Aviators Code, and the punishment for such a heinous crime is death. But we're not aviators, we walked here. Spare us your clever words, mister. We'll not stand here and listen to you wheedle your way out of it. I pirate and busy work. Less talk and more dying.
'Twas nice to make your acquaintance.
Huh?
Mistress Tani!
What are you doing? Taking the law into your own hands, eh? The boss will love that. You were all set to play judge, jury, and executioner, then drag their bodies back to claim the reward, weren't you? Go on, I dare you to deny it.
Well now, I never... That is, we...
I thought as much, but what happens to them isn't your decision. It's Batu's. Now take them back to base before I tell him you've forgotten who's in charge.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something that's very similar to that. They've already talked about building a kingdom in the game, so I'm going to assume.
Yes, miss.
What should we do?
We'll wait for an opening and run.
All right. You two, take this lot back to base. I'm going to scout around a bit more. The Wyverns are on the prowl again. Don't worry. The boss is a reasonable man. Most of the time. How could he not be? He's my dad.
Of course he is.
What?
Oi!
Oh.
Hey,
This little text over here goes by really fast. That's not me hitting the button to make it go away. It's just fucking flying by.
Huh.
So these are trespassers, eh?
Aye.
Ni No Arcadia, another good series that's about due for one more game. Skies of Arcadia, yeah, that was a good game. There were Sky Pirates in the first game, though. I have to report in. Where's the boss when you need him?
Oi, matey. What? I says I. Huh?
So, what do we have here? Well now.
You must be the trespassers loitering suspiciously in the canyon there. Or so I hears it. With good reason, please hear us out. We only want to visit the king's cradle. We won't cause any trouble, I promise. You cause trouble the second you set foot on Sky Pirate turf, lad. 'Tis a violation of the code, one that carries the penalty of death. No exceptions. You'll be dashed on the rocks at the bottom of the canyon just like all the rest. The code must be obeyed, and the carrion crows must be fed. But can't you...
Hey.
You might want to reconsider. This is King Evan of Ding Dong Dell. What do you suppose will happen if you execute a royal, You're a wry one to jest so in the face of death, matey. We're not so backward that we ain't heard of the young prince taking the throne. But we're not so soft in the head as to believe he'd come trespassing all the way up here neither. There was a coup. We fled here in fear of our lives.
Boss!
Begging your pardon, boss, there's news on the wind of some such devilry. Might just be a scrap of truth in this here tall sounding tale. Is that so? All the more reason to sling him off a cliff and be done with it. Whoever's in charge down in Ding Dong Dell's sure to be pleased as punch at such tidings. And it can't do no harm to stay on their good side now, can it?
Oi!
Boss, it's Tani. The Wyvern's taken her hostage. They said they'll let her live, but only if we promise to put up sticks right away and never come back.
Snakes alive!
Was there about due for another full playthrough? Then I forgot that fact. I'm trying to remember if I ever finished Skies of Arcadia. I had it for Dreamcast and Grandia too. I don't think I ever finished either. Pick on a mere slip of a girl, would they? But if we desert this here base, we'll be sitting ducks for any and all... Oh, excuse me. I think I need a beer. Any and all choose to come at us, the lousy lizards will slaughter every last man, woman, and child. It won't do. She may be my only daughter, but the needs of one cannot wait the many.
But...
Got the hiccups again. She's the blood of my blood, what she is. If the boot were on the other foot, I know she'd do the same.
Oi!
But boss...
Now listen here.
Hold your tongue, I've made me decision.
Excuse me!
Can't just leave her to die. What's that now? None of you are willing to go, I will. I'll rescue her. Please, Chief, you have to let me try. She saved our lives. We are honor bound to repay the debt. Something tells me that ain't all you're after, laddie. They're after a way out, boss. You take it from me. We won't run away. You have my word. As you have my word. Just what you're plotting, laddie. I don't have time for none of your trickery. It's not trickery, I swear, but I have to live. I have to become king again. I have to build a country where everyone can be happy. You had your chance of being king, lad, and you made a right pig's ear of it. Ran away up here with your tail between your legs, did you not? These blighted lands are rife with misery and war. No one's building a happy realm round here anytime soon, especially not some lily-livered little princeling who's mislaid his crown.
Then I'll put an end to war and misery. I'll unite all the kingdoms in peace.
It just randomly starts voice acting again?
What's that now? Not just a king indeed, but the king of the whole blessed world, eh, lad?
If that's what it takes, I have to try. And I can't stop trying until everyone is able to live happily ever after. So I can't let it all end here. I just can't.
Silence, ye mangy curs! You were saying, lad?
If I can't repay my debt to Tanny, I don't deserve to be king. I don't deserve to live. So kill us if you must.
Yeah, indeed. He's got some out there views and goals.
But at least give us a chance to save her first. And if we do, grant us safe passage to the king's cradle.
So that's your game, eh?
Yes.
All right, sunshine. You've got yourself a deal.
All right.
So do you guys have any idea where they might have taken her?
Aye.
The Wyvern's Den. This is a great cave west of here, veritable nest of vicious vipers. Before you take off, we have a little shop here at the base where you can stock up on supplies if need be. Alright, we have to hurry, Roland. She may not have much time. You know what? I wanted to check. Coop was all. I have not checked this leaf book thing yet, so. Coop was awful, but I at least managed to escape. Well, I say that, but now I haven't got a clue what to do or where to go. In fact, I'm not even sure where I am. Just want to find myself some gainful employment and not be lost. It's funny, you can actually like the post and scroll through comments. Okay, so these are the newest posts. This is, I guess. Okay. I was reading them. Interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting little feature.
Will you be staying with us? Sleep well.
Let's rest up.
Good boy.
Where is that little shop? I'm missing it?
Come to do some shopping, eh?
Buy a couple more of those.
What else can I do? I'll be seeing you again then.
Alright. I think we're all set. Wonder if I could save in here. Nice. What the hell am I going to stream tomorrow? No clue. Not putting up more trigger until I reach new content without the anime cutscenes. There's no point in retreading the whole game yet again. You know, you'd be surprised. There's actually a lot of channels. There's a streamer I watch sometime named Lord Rage, and all he does is stream Resident Evil games, and he usually goes back to the original, the remake, and Resident Evil 2. He replays them multiple times a week and still gets a ton of views.
Here goes nothing. Need a little help here.
Yeah, so, you know, retreading the same game isn't as bad as you think if there's an audience for it.
Hey.
And if it's a game you love and a game you don't mind replaying over and over and over again, maybe it'd be kind of fun to set challenges for yourself.
Here goes
and,
nothing.
Maybe try speedrunning it. I love how they didn't, they really didn't change the overworld music. Alright, good.
Careful, everyone!
Eat this!
It seems like it's a slight variation of the overworld theme from the first game, but it's still great. It sounds... brings me right back to the first game. There's a minimal level run. This run, refusing to buy an items at all, using what I find or steal. Yeah, I mean, that can make the game a lot more interesting. Yeah, I can't jump up there.
Come on!
Eat this!
I'll have to loop around and fall down there to get that chest.
Here goes nothing. Eat this!
Better than what I had. I guess let's just see if there's anything over here.
Come on!
Eat this! Here goes nothing. Eat this!
I feel like these green higgles are just multiplying. Really? That's what I came all the way over here for.
You ready for this? Eat this!
Come on!
Eat this!
So it looks like each named higgle has three others that back it up.
Careful, everyone!
Eat this!
They do make some fucking cute noises though. So I guess I'll be getting a spell at some point that's gonna make those mushrooms grow.
Ah!
Hope you're not claustrophobic. It must be keeping Tani somewhere further inside. Alright. What is it? Is it really midnight? Fuck, does not feel like it. Alright, be right back. Need a beer. Mag, how's the stream looking and running? Nice and smooth? I have the game set to max graphics at the moment. From what I can see, it looks like it's running very smooth. But I'm not always paying attention to my stream down on my phone. I'm still trying to finish tweaking out all the settings on my new computer, so... Tove the Tenebrous has joined the party. And I'm sure I'm getting quite a collection of these little buggers. Beautiful. Yeah, no, it looks like it's running really smooth. It looks nice and crisp. I have it mounted on, I had my phone mounted on my keyboard with my stream running. And I have my OBS stats on my second screen by my chat. So I can kind of keep an eye on everything.
Evan!
And what brings you here?
We've come to rescue Tani. The pirate girl, Yeah, you do not seem like sky pirates to me. Pink skin, too small and succulent. The canyon belongs to we wyverns, yes? You have no business here. I think they want me to leave this place.
Excuse me!
We're not leaving without Tani. Attaboy, Evan. If this wasn't our business before, it sure is now. You will regret your stubbornness. Now suffer.
Careful, everyone!
Eat this!
That was easy enough.
Uh-huh.
We did it. Yeah, and the others seem to have scuttled off too. I suppose they must be keeping Tani through there. Hope she's okay. Yeah, no, that was too easy. Alright, what did I pick up though? No idea. Must have been this. Oh, it's a good amount of defense. No. Yeah, no. I don't think that was really a boss fight, but maybe it was. Cut her down.
Huh?
Careful.
Night, Mag. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Sleep well, buddy.
It's you! The little boy from before! What are you doing here?
Little boy? You can't be much older than me.
All right. Keep your hair on.
Evan. My name is Evan.
And I'm Roland.
Evan and Roland, eh? Well, thanks for coming to the rescue. I didn't have either of you down as the reckless type, but you must be to have come here. Speaking of which, why didn't that grizzled old coward Batu come and get me himself?
We made an agreement. In return for securing your freedom, he promised to grant us safe passage to the king's cradle.
Really? He said that? Ha! I knew it! I knew he'd take a shine to you. You've got that same twinkle in your eye.
I most certainly do not.
You most certainly do too. It's like you can both see something. Something no one else can. Hey everyone, I'm home!
She's back!
Young Connie's back!
What, you say? So she is.
Back safe and sound, boss.
Oi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really?
Alright, well, I guess I'll call it a night. It's getting a little late. There's really nobody in stream anymore. So, I'm going to go ahead, cut it off here, and we will pick up tomorrow after I get home from work. Anyway, anyone who's still on the stream, thank you for hanging out, and I will see everybody tomorrow, probably at around 1:30. 1:30, give or take. All right, until then, thank you, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.